You are now tuned in to Peach State TV, where any gym is home. www.peachstatehoops.com. Enjoy the show.
You're watching here in this first clip, you're seeing Cierra Burdick go through, one of our form shooting drills you see a lot in our videos. Tiffany Mitchell, 2012, is rebounding for. Burdick is an 11. Been around, our circuit for a long time, since she was actually an 8th grader going into the 9th grade. Verbal to Tennessee as earlier in the junior year. Now as a senior in high school already. Has been on the USA team the past couple summers, both the 16s and the 17s. Does a little bit of everything. We'll get into that breakdown here in a minute. You actually see him, one of the most improved parts of her game, which is her shot and consistent follow through. We'll walk through it. Here's Cierra Burdick. And then you're going to walk through Burdick, get some shots up. One of the things that she's done so well is just improving her range. We actually talked a little bit during the workout, about just getting the basketball up, but you can see it's hitting the glass soft. She shoots it in rhythm every time. She's just done a really good job. She was an average shooter at best for, a kid of her talent range and, position when she came in about 3 years ago, and has spent a lot of time in gyms, obviously working with us some, but just working with other people and just trying to be a sponge. Anytime she could get in the gym and get better, she has done that. This workout actually was 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning a couple weeks ago. I had to head to Durham and wanted to get in the gym with her, with Mitchell, Mason Jeffries as well. And Burdick was more than willing to be up early, first thing, and being there getting in some work. We're going to come back to her jumper in a little bit. You're watching her go through a ball handling workout. She's getting a lot of bounces in. One of the things she does so well is actually handling the basketball on the open floor. And we were talking about just continuing to tighten her handle so that in half court and spaces she can make plays quickly, get the ball off the floor back to where she needs it. You can see here we're talking about keeping her head up, her eyes up, the ball low, hopefully never coming above her waist level. She's doing a good job of that right here. That drill transitions right into the next one. Couple changes. You can see her. We talk about sizing up that second defender there at the three-point line. You see her go glass. Getting to that defender, squaring your body up, and then giving her a read one way or the other. Trying to get your shoulders rocking to the right to see if she'll jump. If she jumps, she go left. If she doesn't jump, obviously you'll go right. Same thing. If your shoulders rock left, she floats to the left a little bit, then you're going to come back right on her. You see her not get that ball there up off the top corner, able to put it right back in. She actually does a good job here as we finish this last one up. And you can start to think about some of the things that you can envision them doing with her at Tennessee, playing her at the 2, going with a bigger lineup, having her next to Strickland some. Angie will be back, so they've got a lot of different options.
Good.
And you can see her now stepping back, still shooting it off the catch. Talking about getting that foot in, you can see the ball dropping. She's shooting it pretty well. I think one of the things that we had talked about with her and her development is, what are you going to do better than, the other players who are on the floor? We talk a lot, Kyle and I, Kyle Moore, our director of scouting, and I talk a lot about the NBA and why guys are successful. Obviously, you have your first tier of guys, LeBron, Kobe, players like that. Same thing in the WNBA, Catchings, Lauren Jackson. They're just better than you. Well, if you don't fall into that category for whatever reason on your team, well, how do you get playing time? And it's having a specific skill set that you do maybe better than any other 10 to 15 people in the world. And for Burdick, it's just going to be her versatility, the things that she brings to the table. Defending, rebounding, handling in the open floor, helping to get the offense started. We've got a comparison we'll talk about here in the next clip, but you see the work on her jumper. This time, Mason Jeffries is getting to the ball. Burdick has actually moved out to the three-point line. Once again, you see how soft it is. Even when she misses, still right there on the rim. But what we were talking about with the comparisons is, and you can see it in a written evaluation as well, we really liken her to, a female version of Lamar Odom out there in L.A. and just the progress that he's made as a player. But two, just what you're seeing him do playing alongside other great players. He might not be, the primary scoring option or two, in terms of Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol, night in and night out, but he's going to consistently give you those numbers that you can put in the book, whether it's 14-8, 15-10, 17-11, Andrew Bynum's absence, and walking into the gym that night, you can count on him for that kind of production, and I'm sure that Coach Summit and her staff feel the same way about Burdick stepping on campus next fall. Closing it out, you're going to see Burdick take an attempt at the rim. It won't be long before she gets this clean.